The 206 10 peso coin from the Philippines may seem like just another coin in your pocket. But what if I told you that this ordinary-looking piece of metal could be worth between $100 and $1,000 to the right collector? Let's uncover the mystery, the history, and the value of this remarkable coin. The Philippines introduced the 10 peso bimetallic coin in 2000 as part of a modernization effort of their currency system. The coin features two national heroes Andres Bonifacio and Apolinario Mabini. On the obverse, Bonifacio stands proud, a symbol of the Katipunan Revolution, while Mabini sits composed, known as the brains of the revolution. These two figures reflect the dual nature of the fight for independence, both with arms and with ideas. The 2006 version of the coin belongs to the BSP series, issued by the Banco Central ng Pilipinas, made of aluminum, bronze, and nickel. It weighs 8.7 grams, with a diameter of 26.5 millimeters. The outer ring is nickel-plated steel, and the center is aluminum bronze, giving it a distinct, recognizable bimetallic appearance similar to the euro or British £2 coin. But why would this coin be worth hundreds or even up to $1,000? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and minting errors. Not all 2006 10 peso coins are valuable, but a select few command extraordinary prices on the collector's market. Let's break it down. First, uncirculated coins or proof-like specimens, those that were never used in circulation and kept in pristine condition, are especially rare. Most coins get scratched, worn down, and tarnished in daily use, but a 2006 10 peso coin in flawless condition, free from blemishes, can fetch anywhere between $100 to $300 from an eager collector. Second, error coins are the true gems. If you're lucky enough to find a 2006 10 peso coin with a minting error, like a double strike, off-center strike, missing inner core, or wrong metal composition, you may be holding a piece worth upwards of $500 or more. Some of these errors are extremely rare, either due to equipment malfunctions or unusual minting conditions at the time. Then there's the category of misaligned bimetallic rings, where the inner core isn't properly centered. This type of error is visually striking and highly desired among error coin collectors. Add to that a low mintage batch or undocumented variation, and the price climbs. There have even been reports of die clash errors or rotated dies, where the images on one or both sides are misaligned due to damage or misconfiguration of the dies. These errors not only add to the uniqueness of the coin, but also push its value well over $1,000 depending on rarity and market demand. Let's not forget the collector demand and historical value. Collectors from around the world are looking to complete their BSP series sets. A 2006 10 peso in mint condition or with a unique flaw fills a very specific need. When demand meets low supply, prices soar. And here's the exciting part: this coin could be hiding in your change jar, inside an old wallet, or tucked away in a forgotten coin purse. You don't need to be a numismatist to appreciate the thrill of finding a high-value coin in the most unexpected place. Start by examining the coin under good lighting. Check the alignment, inspect for doubling of letters or numbers, feel the surface for inconsistencies, and look at the edge for unusual milling patterns. If the coin appears flawless or exhibits any irregularity, you might be onto something. Then, compare your coin with verified listings on trusted auction platforms or numismatic communities. Look at the realized sale prices, not just asking prices. Some coins may be listed for $1,000, but actually sell for $100. Others may go above expectations due to bidding wars or rare demand spikes. Professional grading is also an option. Services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, which adds legitimacy and boosts its resale value significantly. A certified MS65 2006 10 peso with a rare error can fetch premium prices. in the international collector's market. Now let's talk numbers. In 2024, some verified auctions showed error coins from the 2006 batch selling between $450 to $980, depending on their uniqueness and certification. Even well-preserved standard coins have touched the $100 mark, especially in coin fairs and online platforms catering to Southeast Asian currency collectors. But beyond the price tag, this coin holds cultural and historical value. It represents the bravery and intellect of Filipino revolutionaries, the evolution of the nation's currency, and the artistry of modern minting. Every line on Bonifacio's face, every detail in Mabini's calm posture tells a story of resistance and wisdom. This is more than currency, it's heritage in metal form. And just imagine the story of a coin that traveled through hands, wallets, and decades, now finding its place not only in a collector's album, but also in the pages of Philippine history and the hearts of coin lovers worldwide. The 20610 peso coin from the Philippines might seem like a common piece of change, but for collectors, it's a potential treasure. This bimetallic coin features two Filipino heroes, Andres Bonifacio and Apolinario Mabini, symbolizing the power of revolution and intellect. With its distinctive two-tone design and historical significance, the coin attracts attention not just locally, but from numismatists around the world. What makes the 2006 version truly special is the existence of rare minting errors and uncirculated examples. Coins with off-center strikes, misaligned rings, or double die impressions have been reported to sell for $100 to $1,000, depending on rarity and condition. Even regular coins in flawless mint state condition, especially those certified by grading services, can command high values due to demand from BSP series collectors. Have you ever walked past a coin on the ground without thinking twice? What if I told you that a simple-looking coin, one you might find in your change or lying forgotten in a drawer, could actually be worth a fortune? Today, we dive deep into the fascinating story of a coin that seems ordinary, but hides a shocking truth. We're talking about the 2007 Philippines 1 peso coin, a small piece of metal with a staggering value of $99,000 US in rare collector circles. But why? What makes this coin so special? And how can you know if you have one of these rare treasures in your possession? Let's begin the journey. The 207 1 peso coin is part of the BSP Bangko Sentral NG Pilipinas series, introduced in 1995 and continued until the late 2010s, made from nickel-plated steel. It features the portrait of Jose Rizal, the national hero of the Philippines, on the obverse side. On the reverse side, you'll see the seal of the Bangko Sentral NG Pilipinas along with the inscription, Republika NG Pilipinas, and the coin's denomination. By all appearances, it's a typical modern coin meant for daily use. Millions were minted. So why is one of them worth nearly $99,000? In 2007, the Philippine Mint was producing coins in massive quantities to meet public demand. But as with any large-scale operation, errors can happen. And it is a specific kind of error, combined with ultra-rare characteristics, that made a particular 1 peso coin from 2007 a numismatic legend. Some coins from that year exhibit a minting error known as a double die, or a misalignment visible with a magnifying glass. Others have been discovered with planchette errors, struck on the wrong metal blank, or even with missing details on Jose Rizal's features or the BSP seal. But the holy grail among them? A version struck with mirror-like proof quality, never intended for circulation, likely a test strike or presentation piece that mysteriously ended up outside official records. Only 1 or 2 known examples exist in high-grade proof condition. These rare variations have driven collectors wild at auctions and private sales. In a private numismatic auction in early 2024, a pristine CRTIFIED proof-like 2007 1 peso coin featuring sharp strikes, a flawless surface, and the famous die variation sold for an unbelievable $99,000. This sale sent ripples through the coin collecting community. Overnight, people across the Philippines and beyond began digging through their old coins, hoping to uncover their own treasure. The winning bidder? An anonymous Southeast Asian collector known for acquiring Southeast Asian rarities for a private museum collection. The coin itself now rests in a climate-controlled vault, protected by top-tier security, but its story has just begun. So, how can you tell if your 2007 1 pisa coin is one of the ultra-rare ones? Here are the signs to look for. 1. Condition: the rare version is in uncirculated or proof-like condition, no scratches, dents, or signs of wear. 2. Design anomalies. Look for doubling in the letters or design details, especially around Republika and Pilipinas and Jose Rizal's name. 3. Die rotation. Flip the coin vertically. If the backside is misaligned, not upright, it might be a rotated die error. 4. Unusual luster. The rare coin has an unusual mirror-like shine, much brighter than typical circulated coins. 5. Weight and sound test. Rare specimens may have slight weight differences or produce a different ring when dropped on a hard surface, a result of being struck on a different metal blank. If you believe you have such a coin, never clean it. Instead, get it evaluated by a reputable coin grading service such as PCGS or. This story is more than just a tale of money. It represents a growing trend, the rise of interest in Philippine coinage worldwide. As collectors seek rare Asian and Southeast Asian coins, values have surged, especially for those with historical errors or limited mintage. The 2071 pisa coin is now a symbol of how a humble piece of currency, used to buy jeepney rides or street food, can hold immense historical and monetary value. Collectors from the US, Japan, Canada, and the Middle East are now actively seeking such coins, pushing prices higher with every auction. This isn't just a story about metal. It's a reminder that history hides in plain sight, in your drawer, in your wallet, in the spare change lying under your car seat. The 207 1 pisa coin from the Philippines might seem ordinary at first glance, with its nickel-plated steel finish and the iconic image of Jose Rizal, the national hero. Millions of these coins were minted for everyday use, making them a common sight in wallets, stores, and jeepney fares across the country. But hidden among these countless coins is a mysterious version that has shocked collectors by reaching a jaw-dropping value of $99,000. What makes this coin so valuable isn't just age or rarity. It's the presence of rare minting errors and the possibility of a proof-like strike, never meant to enter circulation. Some versions of the 2007 coin display doubling in the text, misaligned dies, or are struck on the wrong planchet altogether. The most valuable specimen discovered had a mirror-like surface, unusually sharp features, and showed all the signs of being a presentation or test strike, a coin that somehow slipped into the public's hands by accident. This particular coin caused a sensation when it sold in 2024 for nearly $99,000 in a private auction. The Beer, a well-known Southeast Asian collector, made the purchase through a Singapore-based numismatic firm. The coin was graded by a top-tier agency and placed in a protective case, further confirming its rarity and exceptional condition. The sale made headlines in the numismatic world and triggered a nationwide coin hunt across the Philippines. Do you have a 2 pisa coin from 1980 for hiding somewhere in your drawers or coin jars? What if I told you that this ordinary-looking coin might be worth up to $90,000 today? Yes, you heard that right. A simple coin used daily in the Philippines during the 1980s has now become a rare treasure in the world of numismatics. But what makes this coin so valuable? Is it the metal, the design, or perhaps a mysterious error? Let's dive into the fascinating story behind the 1980 for Philippine 2 Piso coin and explore why collectors around the world are ready to pay a fortune for a single piece. In the early 1980s, the Philippines was undergoing political and economic transformation. The Central Bank of the Philippines was actively modernizing its currency system, replacing old denominations and materials. Among the key coins minted during this era was the 2 Piso coin, introduced as part of the Flora and Fauna series in 1983 and continued through 1984. The 2 Piso coin of 1984 was struck in copper nickel, had a diameter of 31 millimeters, and weighed 15 grams. It bore the portrait of Andres Bonifacio, a revolutionary hero and founder of the Katipunan movement, on the obverse side. His fierce and defiant expression perfectly symbolized the spirit of independence. The reverse side of the coin proudly displayed the Philippine coat of arms along with the denomination and year. But among the millions of coins minted, some stood out, and not because they looked different, but because of rarity, condition, and certain unexpected errors. At face value, the coin seems ordinary, but in the world of coin collecting, value is driven by scarcity, demand, condition, and sometimes mistakes. The 1984 Piso coin checks several of these boxes. First, the number of coins minted that year was limited compared to other years. That makes even regular specimens from 1984 somewhat harder to find. But more importantly, coins that have survived in mint state condition, that is, coins that have never been used, are scratch-free, and retain their original luster, are exceptionally rare. Then comes the mystery of mint errors. Some 1984 coins were accidentally struck off-center, had double dies, or contained subtle engraving anomalies that went unnoticed during production. These flaws, instead of lowering the coin's value, skyrocketed their worth in collector circles. One such piece, confirmed with a double die obverse and near-perfect condition, fetched nearly $90,000 at a private auction. Numismatists, or coin collectors, from Europe, the US, and Asia are always on the lookout for rare Philippine coins. Why? Because the Philippines has a rich colonial and post-colonial coinage history that is both diverse and artistic. The 2 Piso 1984 is particularly prized because it sits at the crossroads of history and rarity. It's not ancient, but it's not modern either. It reflects a time when coins still held symbolic meaning and detailed engraving.